Good day, viewers. I am Belarus and I am one of the officials of the London Surveillance Firm. Sir, can you please introduce yourself?
I am SURVEYOR WINSTON AYENI, the chairman of the Northern Surveyors Forum.
Nice meeting you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, can you tell us what is NSF?
NSF is the acronym for Northern Surveyors Forum. It is a gathering of surveyors of northern extraction or that and that work in the north. So you can be from anywhere, but if you work in the north, you are a member of Northern Surveyors Forum.
That means only people working in the north.
Or are northerners.
Okay.
In northerners, if you are a northerner and you are working in Port Harcourt or Lagos, you are still a member of NSF. But even if you are from Niger Republic or Cameroon and you work in the north, you are a member of NSF.
So why NSF?
NSF because the practice in the north has been found to be like a benevolent service. Now, it cannot be kept, it's not sustainable to have a professional service as a benevolent service. People have to sustain themselves, and therefore, we had to look at revamping the profession in such a way that people can practice privately and make a living of it.
So what's happened to surveying in the north?
The province surveying in the north has been in existence for well over 100 years. We just celebrated in Kaduna last week or early this week 100 years of training surveyors in the north. But over the time, over years, because it was run mainly by government for the people, there was no, the fees were very low. So if you operated privately, often it's not economically viable for private practitioners, especially if they do jobs within government. And so we thought that is not good for the economy of the nation. People should be able to get their livelihood from a profession, especially such a vital profession as surveying. And that is why we had to set up, come up with the Northern Surveyors Forum.
So it's more like an NGO.
Yes, it's non-governmental organization. It's registered with the corporate affairs. It's an NGO. Yes.
Okay, so what plans do NSF have for students studying surveying and geoinformatics?
We have different types of plans. We have a plan, first plan, which is to encourage them to continue. We have within that plan of encouragement incentives such as prizes, which we give to students that are the best in practical. We also have a plan where we bring them among those that are practicing older ones for them to see how we interact with ourselves and for us also to know their feelings. What do they think about the profession? So if they interact with the older professionals, they begin to understand what profession really they've gotten into and what is in store for them. So we have that educational part, we have the encouragement part, mentoring part, and we also show them where there are opportunities for employment, especially self-employment. We begin to show them that yes, there is a future, a sustainable future for them within the profession. Yeah.
Yes, sir, why are we Nigerians number 48 especially in maybe countries of the world?
Because surveyors generally have not given government the type of information that government can use proficiently in decision making. But worse still, our leadership in governance often take their decisions from emotional and other reasons that are best known to them without relating to geospatial related information. For example, somebody may decide to put a road in his village because he's from the village, without realizing that the village is sitting on top of probably an area where the land is not stable, where the soil is very loose. So it means he puts in the road, and in a couple of days, weeks' time, the road goes bad. That money is wasted. He puts a school where the school does not have infrastructure to support it, and eventually they have to spend two, three, four times the amount to provide those infrastructure. These are all decisions that are taken from emotional point of view as against actionable geospatial related information.
So how does we being number 48 affect us as a nation?
Well, if you look at investors coming into our nation and you compare the rate of investors coming into Nigeria and investors going into Rwanda. Rwanda, for example, there is more security in tenure of land. Every inch of Rwanda has been cadastrated and they know who is holding what. Whereas in Nigeria, yes, there are people that own everything, but we do not know who is holding on to what, and there's no the security in tenure. It is not good as it should be. It means investors will be hesitant in investing millions into a project that is situated in a place where they are not sure whether that same place will be available to them tomorrow. If there's no security in tenure, most investors will not invest.
So what are the benefits of extra-ministerial status?
Oh, extra ministerial status for a ministry or for a profession such as surveying will provide, for example, if uh, a state has offered extra ministerial status to its survey department, it means that all the survey related information that that state will need will be generated, coordinated, and integrated. It means everything in that state will be related to its location. It means governance in its taking of decision, as simple as, for example, providing 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 fertilizer for farmers. Yes, there are farmers everywhere, but you have to know the location of the farmers, the holding. When I say holding, that is what is the size of land that the farmer has. These are information that affect what type of fertilizer you put on the farm and what quantity of fertilizer you put on the farm. It also affects what type of crop you plant on the ground. So these are spatially related information. If you don't know the geometry or how a road is, and you start building a new road, you end up putting maybe more material on that road as against what it should have been if you don't know the profile of that road. If you build a house and the house is not properly positioned on a well-terrained surface, you begin to see that you need more material to build that house as against if you had built into the terrain. These are spatially related information.
Thank you, sir. So, sir, from what you have said so far, so you mean proper planning will move Nigeria from number 48 in surveying?
Yes, proper planning, proper use, not just the planning of it, the proper use of it. Excuse me. As it is, we have good plans on ground. We have proficient professionals. We in Nigeria have some of the best professionals in surveying, but we are not efficiently used. We have states in Nigeria where they have graduates, they have expertise in their state, but they haven't employed them. So it means governance does not have the information it needs to take decisions. Decisions are taken without real fact, actionable information being given to governors. A governor takes a decision on where to put a school without realizing the population in the area where he's putting the school are not of school age. You put a motor park or a trailer park in an area where trailers cannot stand. Why? Because the soil is too soft. The land is far from where the trailers move. You put warehouses in high density areas, and those warehouses, big trucks go to them. These big trucks come into urban roads and destroy the roads and the drainages of the road. Why? Because we are not using spatially related information.
Thank you so much, sir. We are glad you are here.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.